Next up, we have a treat with all the fun of chocolate and none of the guilt.
Joining us now with our recipe for chocolate chip oatmeal cookies is my favourite, Krissy Gibson from Take the Cake.
They're healthy because there's oatmeal in it.
Oh.
Hi,
Hey,
Krissy.
it's like breakfast, isn't it? Hi, guys.
How are you?
Good morning.
So good. This is also so good. Great cookie, and it's a skillet cookie, so it's one big giant cookie, and it makes a great alternative to a birthday cake. Kids love giant cookies.
Yes, and so do some adults that we know as well.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
It goes down pretty easy,
Yeah,
I have to say.
yeah.
Now, I'm serving it to you warm today, much to Simon's chagrin.
Well,
he likes his desserts cold, but the ice cream is cold, my darling.
Are we going straight in?
Are we going to go?
No, gosh, no.
No,
Put your fork down, Paul.
Oh, God, sorry.
Now, we're starting with 115 grams. See, I thought that I had to plate that up before, camera roll because of COVID, but I guess I didn't have to do that. So, we're starting with 115 grams of really soft, Simon.
Yes.
Look at the lady.
I'm just...
Look at the lady.
Yes, hello, Krissy.
115 grams of soft butter, okay?
Yes.
And I actually got a head start here because you want to give this part a few minutes. I added to my butter 50 grams of white sugar. You can use caster sugar or granulated sugar, so it's not a lot, just 50 grams, plus 100 grams of light muscovado sugar. Do not use dark muscovado sugar, and you also don't want to use demerara.
Muscovado sugar, hard to obtain or very easy?
No.
Yeah.
You can get it anywhere. It's just that, you know, we have our sugars labeled differently here. There are different kinds of sugars, and so you want to make sure you get the right one. We're looking for light muscovado. And the reason I want to mix these sugars up by themselves first for a few minutes is because, you know, your sugar, especially the white, literally acts... The granules of sugar, they act as little blades. So they whip up the butter, and you get all that air in there, and what you get is a nice fluffy butter. Yeah. So once you've done that for a few minutes, we're cheating today on TV.
Yes.
We're going to add to it 1 teaspoon, which is just 5 mils of pure vanilla extract, and just 1 egg, lads.
Just the one.
Just 1 egg. Okay, now we're going to give this another whiz, and it'll get nice and fluffy for us now, which is what we want. In the meantime, we can preheat our oven to 160 degrees, okay? And you want to keep going with this for a little while, probably a little bit longer than we have today.
How will you know when it's ready?
It'll be nice and fluffy.
Yeah.
Okay, we're almost there now. We wouldn't have gotten there if I had only just started on the butters on the show. But so we're going to add our dry ingredients next, okay? We've got all of our wet ingredients combined. And just make sure you don't have any lumps of light muscovado sugar in there, because it does tend to lump up a little bit.
No, you don't want that.
No, you don't. So, dry ingredients. We have just 110 grams of self-raising flour, okay? And we're going to add to that only a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now, this is a 1/4 teaspoon. I don't know if everyone here has the American measuring spoons,
no.
But we're talking a teeny amount, okay? So if you weigh it on your scale, it's going to be less than a gram, so don't bother weighing it. This is how much salt we want, okay? So you put that in. And then we're going to put in a bit of bread soda, only a 1/2 teaspoon, okay? So that's a 1/2 teaspoon. And we're going to make that level, and we're going to add that.
Did you find it confusing when you first started cooking here in terms of translating all your recipes from cups to grams? Yeah.
I had the hardest time. I actually didn't bake anything. I didn't bake anything successfully for a full 6 months when I moved here. I was devastated because it's always been my joy. It's my hobby, and I couldn't. It's the flour.
Yeah.
You know, and so now, actually, a lot of my American friends and family who make my recipes over there, they have to kind of factor in, okay, I'm using American flour.
Yeah.
So they have to decrease it.
Really?
Because, So at the first 6 months, I had flat cookies.
Yeah,
nothing was working out. So our self-raising flour here is a little bit from what I used back in the States, which we call all-purpose flour.
Yeah, all-purpose. Yeah.
So anyway, dry ingredients mixed together, all right? That means that we're not going to get any lumps in our mouth of baking soda.
Lovely.
Yuck. Now, we're going to combine these. Once these are combined, we add 135 grams of dry porridge oats. All right? And these can be just the instant oats. And I'm just going to put those right in. You just don't want to use steel cut. What's so funny, Mr. Delaney?
I can't. This thing is under my nose.
Okay, I tell you what. Let's put Simon out of his misery.
Yeah,
Well, it's not me at all. Paul.
Chef, it's not me at all.
Are you the cheeky one?
Yes.
I'm not the cheeky one.
I have great willpower. What?
Yeah, you do.
Well, Simon, this is your favorite part. We're going to add
chocolate
our
chips.
Haribo
Yeah,
chocolate
I've
chips,
never really
okay?
tried them before.
Yeah, I barely got any left. I showed up today. I showed up today with what? How much did I have?
I took a little pinch of them just to make sure that
He just wanders around the studio with little chocolate chips.
No, I showed up
like,
with
what
180 grams of these yolks, and I think there's probably about 130 grams
Well,
in there
they must
now.
have fallen on the floor.
Yeah,
Anyway,
on the floor.
you want 180 grams.
180 grams.
Of the chocolate chips. Now, notice how I'm adding my bulkier ingredients, and I'm just mixing it up with my hand mixer. There's no problem doing that, okay? I'm going to cheat.
Krissy, when you're getting chocolate chips, are they cooking chocolate chips or like are just normal, any kind of chocolate chips?
They are baking chocolate chips. You'll find that baking chips will melt a bit more gracefully. If you use, say, buttons in your cookies, you will have a baking tray with melted chocolate everywhere.
Yeah.
You'll have smoke in your kitchen. It'll be burned. And so these are going to hold their shape a little bit better. But when you use a higher quality chip, like the Calibo, perhaps, they're going to melt.
They're better behaved.
They really do behave well. So listen, I've mixed this up here. I'm cheating. I'm going to add this to my skillet. Now, notice, I have a dry skillet here, okay?
Okay.
And I'm just going to...
No butter, no greaseproof paper,
nothing. Dry, okay? We've got enough butter in here.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm just going to use my hand, or you can use the back of a spoon, and I'm going to press it right into my skillet, all right? We want to bake this at 160 for about 20 minutes. You'll find that when you take it out of the oven, the middle is not going to be jiggly at all. Okay, you want it a nice golden brown. You just don't want it jiggly in the center. Bake that for 20 minutes. Let it cool for 10 minutes before you slice into it. Otherwise, it'll all fall apart. You want to slice this up into slices. Serve it with vanilla ice cream. And today, you gentlemen are having it with Take the Cake.
Oh, God.
Salted caramel sauce.
Can I tell you, I couldn't speak for a while there because I was afraid I was going to dribble on the table.
Salted caramel sauce.
So cute.
Oh, and it's soft and gooey in the middle.
Is it? Go for it. I want to see you do it first.
I don't. It's not really my kind of thing.
No, it's not at all. Go on, go for it now because I want to see the full reaction. What's his name?
I'm going to take the little corner off.
Just a small bit.
I love the close-up.
Now, go on.
There he
Go on.
is.
Oh, mama.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that good?
Oh, my goodness. There's something so right about that.
You wouldn't like it.
I know, I don't like it. Not for me, no. Krissy, easy to make,
Yeah.
gorgeous,
So
beautiful.
easy, and it is just a winner. I haven't given this to anybody who hasn't said, oh, yeah.
Great for birthdays. Just stick a few candles in it, off the kids go.
Absolutely.
It's like a really good chocolate cake.
If you put candles in it, though, of course, you just don't want to serve it warm. Let it get cold and then stick your candles in it.
No one's getting any anyway.
Fantastic.
As always, recipe details are available on our website, and you can find lots more from Krissy at takethecake.ie.